What's up, guys? Dub here, and yeah, beautiful face cam video. A little bit of glare back here. Trying to set myself up for a nice little backdrop. Maybe if can you see the poster if I do that? Oh, why so serious? But anyways, let's go back. Don't break anything. Let's not break it. Okay, we didn't break anything. Good. But anyways, guys, I actually had a couple people ask me, and one of my buddies and I talked about it when he came down here, why I haven't been doing any kind of console gaming lately. I've been doing a lot of computer gaming. It's for a couple of reasons. One of the bigger ones is this new place I moved into. As you can tell, new environment, couple posters. I actually got a big box here. This box was the frames for these posters. Part of it's because my internet's kind of poopy. By kind of poopy, I mean pretty poopy. But just the Wi-Fi here isn't that great. We're actually going to be getting an upgraded router. The router here is old. But anyways, that's one problem. The other problem is because I've been trying to do some high-def recording, and for some reason I haven't been able to do it. Everything on my computer says it shouldn't be a problem, and it's the same issue I was having when I was trying to live stream, as any of you guys came, if you guys caught that. It just wasn't encoding fast enough. There was a problem. Wasn't sure what it was. Well, that problem is no more. Hopefully. Hopefully. No promises, but hopefully. Because a saint out there, aka my older brother, got me this for Christmas. Elgato Game Capture HD60. This is their top model. It is full 1080p, 60 frames a second. Thing is awesome. So what this is just going to be, guys, is an unboxing. As you can tell, it's sealed still. There's the plastic on it. This is just be an unboxing, and hopefully at the end of the video I'm going to shoot you guys some kind of comparison or something. Just try to be like those people who are like, oh, it actually doesn't have that new plastic smell. Not yet. Plastic off. So this thing's pretty cool. It's actually pretty simple. Just pretty simple box. You could see the look on it. It's a lot simpler than my old Roxio. Now, don't get me wrong. The Roxio was really cool. It was really cheap, and for a beginner doing like 480p stuff, it was actually awesome. So here we go. Here it is. Boom! Look at this thing. It is slick. Get a good picture for you guys. It's pretty thin. If I put my phone, this is a broken phone, but this is a Samsung Galaxy in a case, to give you a size comparison. It's about the same size. It's a little thicker. I don't know if it's my TV remote. This is my TV remote. It's actually smaller than my TV remote. It's pretty simple, actually. There's 3 in. Interesting. So it's pretty simple. This is the inside. So inside, this is on the side you go in. It looks like there's HDMI, a power, and I'm wondering if that's like a headphone jack. That's very interesting. And on the back side, it's just an HDMI port. So pretty simple. This does not do component, obviously. So PS3 is out of the picture. This is simply oh, it actually does say audio. Interesting. Comes with, you open it up, so that's where the thing was. You open it up, and there's a bunch of cables here. So let's see what's going on. There's the power cable, just a pretty generic power cable. Oh wow, it actually even comes with a little HDMI cable. That's adorable. I got my platinums over there. We'll be using that. And then let's see. What does it have? I got a little sticker. That I'll be putting on probably nothing. Because I don't like doing that kind of shit. Let's see, is that it? That's about it. There's no really instructions or anything like that. That's special. This is on the front of the box. It says, "Your skills immortalized." And it shows somebody editing footage of, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to see if it says what game it is. It doesn't. It says it's called My Skills Immortalized. So that's a fake game. This is really cool. Lots of little stuff on here. Just a couple of the qualities on it so I can read them. Obviously, these are just on the box. But a couple of things, obviously, like I said, 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is awesome. My Roxio was rated to do 1080p, 30 frames. I actually still had problems doing that. I know it's not my computer because it's a custom built. I have like 7 tera of hard drives, almost a tera of just SSDs, sorry. Yeah, it's not my computer that was the issue with the Roxio, so it had to have been just the card. It wasn't the top-end card. I got the Pro model, which, don't get me wrong, like I said, the Roxio game capture card was awesome for what it was. I just need something bigger, better now. It looks like it says Advanced H.264 hardware encoding, which would be really nice if this just downloaded in H.264. If you guys don't know what that is, that's just the really basic MP3 encoding system. And the Roxio actually did not record in that. It was huge audio or huge video files. So when you brought them down to the H.264, it just extremely minimized them. What's this? Oh, it's just the folding package. Yeah, it's nothing there. And then let's see, lag-free HDMI pass through the TV. That's cool, no big deal. Unlimited capture, flashback recording, immediate access. It has built-in editor, built-in live streaming, built-in live commentary feature. Interesting. Obviously, it has all the settings on here. Whatever, generic stuff. Nothing too special, fancy. But yeah, so I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug up my PS4 with my Roxio game cap, just record a little bit of test footage. I guess just do some COD or something like that, something high action so you can see a difference, hopefully. And then I will, side by side, I will go ahead and set this bad boy up, and we'll see how pretty she is. So anyways, guys, I will see you in a couple moments. Alright guys, so what we're watching, this is a just basic gameplay of some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, no big deal, just some campaign stuff. I mean, it was what I had in there, and, you know, there's a couple different things we can show off on Call of Duty, so that's why I just picked this one. And it's something that a lot of people have. So this, as you can tell with the logo on the bottom right, this is actually the Roxio game cap. What I did for settings was this. I was going to do like max settings on Roxio and show you guys how it buggers out a little bit. I decided not to. This is just 720 gameplay, 720, you know, 30 FPS basically. It's pretty smooth. It's running at the recommended kilobit rate or whatever, which is about 9,000 kilobytes per second. So it's pretty smooth, as you can tell. There's definitely nothing wrong with this. I mean, this is not a losing situation for me. What I ended up doing in this situation was I recorded for about, I think it was about 40 minutes on both capture cards, and there's no issues. I'm just gonna put it out there though, even at this settings, using the Roxio game cap for approximately 2 hours or long excessive sessions, or you're like streaming, or let's say I'm sitting down, I'm playing an entire campaign of a game and I'm using it, after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, the audio starts desyncing, and then we start getting some weird issues there. But like I said, I didn't want to show anything weird like that. I mean, for most people, honestly, 720p for game recording is more than enough. I personally don't recommend anyone go over 1080 unless you're just absolutely trying to make the best streaming possible, where everybody can see it, everybody can do everything. But for most people, 720 is awesome. With the new day and age of everybody doing this on mobile phones and stuff like that, there's no difference between 720 and 1080 on most phones. It looks gorgeous either way. So, I mean, this is just for those very few players that, I mean, this difference would be only for those very few players that absolutely have to do it in 1080. But for 720, I mean, like I said, Roxio works fantastic in short periods. I did it for 40 minutes, and there was not a single issue. I'm going to be kind of showing you, flipping around a little bit, some footage, just to show that off. I mean, I just basically played one campaign level, and I played a multiplayer match against some bots, just so I can quickly roll it out. So, I mean, it looks bad, or, sorry, it does not look bad at all. One thing we will notice is I'm not sure if it's Roxio or just the fact of the Call of Duty game. The Roxio actually records kind of dark. I don't really think this is the Call of Duty thing, because even when I was playing prior Call of Duties, I noticed this. It always showed up darker, and so I either had to do some kind of lightning, or I would physically do it on the incoming, which is kind of a pain. But just for what it is, it's really not all that bad. So I do want to show that it looks really good here, as I use this little IR sight. And you're going to see when it's not dark, it's actually pretty good. Other than the fact I absolutely hate the thermals in this game, the Roxio looks perfectly fine. So, that's the Roxio on just a basic campaign mission. So let's go ahead and let's check out doing some multiplayer, some really high action, high speed stuff. Alright guys, so this is a game, it's Uplink, I can't remember, I think it's not Retreat, maybe it is Retreat, I don't remember. But it's just a little quick game I'm playing just for fun. Totally missed that throw. But what I want to show you guys here is much more high action. Doing something like watching this versus like campaign, really show off like the frame per second difference, and really just show off how good or bad a card is. But once again, I mean, like I said, I'm doing 720, basically 30 FPS. It's not... The Roxio isn't bad here. I just want to clear that up, guys. The Roxio still does fine, but it does have the same issue, like I said before, where it, after, a long period of time, it would, fizzle out. As of right here, though, it works perfectly fine. You'll see it's smooth. The running around, jumpy, loopy-doopy-doop things that are in this Call of Duty that I absolutely hate. It looks perfectly fine. A couple things you might notice, just some of the clarity. Really the only thing I would ever notice is the clarity. Like, you look in the lower left where like the score is. You can tell as all the objects are changing behind the text so fast at like such a high rate, it does blur those out a little bit. But really nothing too terribly noticeable. Nothing really game breaking. Or deal breaking, I guess. But, I mean, I just want to show you guys this. It's not bad. This is definitely doable, especially for a beginning YouTuber where the Roxio game cap is a cheaper option than the alternatives. This is not a bad thing at all. So, for the Roxio game cap, I mean, I just want to once again reiterate, I absolutely have nothing against the Roxio. It was an awesome card for me to get started with, but now I'm going to show off, the 1080-ness. Now what we're going to be watching for the new Elgato is actually scaled down, just for the fact of this game. I wanted to show them both. I did record the Elgato at 1080 60 FPS though. But anyways, guys, I will be right back with that, and we'll go ahead and start doing some changes. Peace. Alright, guys, here we go. Elgato game capture. Just right off the back, it is quite pretty. I mean, scaled down to 720, it's really hard to show off, but I wanted to make a fair comparison. I didn't want to show off, the fact, hey, the Elgato can do, can do these stupid 1080 60 FPS versus a Roxio, just because I don't think that's fair. I mean, I will show that near the very, very end, but I just want to show this off first. So just a couple things I want you guys to notice. Elgato, the sound is ungodly amazing. I wish I can show you the difference actually on my soundboard here when I'm mixing it. But the Elgato sound is so much deeper. It sounds so much better. It makes guns. I mean, obviously, because it adds a little bit of bass. It makes the guns so much better sounding. So, I mean, that's, for me, I mean, I'm a video guy, obviously, but I absolutely love audio. Any kind of good audio is amazing for me. The fact that the Elgato just sounds so much better. I mean, just to give you guys an idea, the sounds are about 3 times as fuller as the Roxio. So it just sounds awesome. I mean, it just bounced back and forth between, you know, now and 5 minutes ago. And just listen to the audio. It's awesome. The second thing is you'll notice that the Elgato just seems quite a bit clearer. I don't really know why, and that guy just disappeared. I really don't have like just a good answer for it, other than it's just a little better quality. Because keep in mind, when I did record this, this is 1080p 60 frames per second, so it's just, you know, a little bit better. But I mean, it just sounds fantastic. That explosion was awesome. And it just looks really clean. So I mean, pretty simple stuff. I mean, I'm gonna show you some campaign, and I'm gonna show you some multiplayer right after this. God, those explosions sounded fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. This is Elgato. Let's go ahead and check out the rest. Alright guys, so this is just some footage. I'm just using the Morse sniper rifle, no big deal at all. Yes, I am quote-unquote quickscoping. Don't worry, you'll see me die a lot if it makes you feel any better. So, I mean, just a couple things to pick up on. Like I said with the other one, you know, the numbers, where you can see the score and the letters. Before in the Roxio, it was kind of hard to check out when there was a lot of movement, a lot of the craziness going on. And you don't really see that with the Elgato. The Elgato runs fairly smoothly, no big issues at all. Now, for the audio as well, I'm going to play guys a clip in a minute where it's the true audio. You can tell the differences of like the scale and stuff like that. But the audio still sounds absolutely amazing, just to put it simply. And just in case you guys are wondering, I am playing the hardest difficulty bots. So, yeah, that happens. I'm going to die a few times. But anyways, no big deal at all. We're cool with it. But yeah, I mean, it just looks good. There's really no other way to put it. I mean, it just looks pretty good. There's no issues at all. I mean, that was beautiful. There's no issues at all. It's smooth. It sounds good. And this is, you know, obviously you guys are watching it in 720, 30 FPS. Imagine what it looked like in 1080, 60 frames per second. So yeah. Anyways, I mean, there's not a whole lot more to talk about. I'm just going to go ahead and play you guys an example. So, it's going to be a, you know, 1-minute clip of both of them. First, it's going to be this footage in, you know, standard sound, not as low or like, not lower down that we can hear me. Then, it's going to show you, in comparison, what the 720 would look like. And then, you know, the 720 scaled to the same size. It's going to look kind of funny. It's kind of hard to explain, guys. But go ahead and just go ahead and watch this. And you can see what it looks like. And I guess I'll be back with some more beautiful COD footage. Alright, so this is standard 1080, 60 FPS. Obviously scaled down because this is a 720 video. But I'll be giving an example in the future later, but just so you can hear how beautiful it is. Now this is actually 720. This is the difference. I know it looks really weird because these black bars, but this is the size of 720 based on 1080. So imagine if when you scale them up, how bad it looks. And then this is the 720 scaled up. You can tell it's kind of funny. But yeah, it's not that bad. But anyways, guys, that was just a quick demonstration. I mean, the Elgato is pretty cool, obviously. Lots of testing to do in the future. But for right now, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I mean, neither card are bad, but the Elgato gives us a lot more options, a much newer card. Anyways, guys, this is Dub. Signing out. Peace.